Everyone, this is Angie at Stampingwithamore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. If you are new, I always post on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And sometimes I'll throw in another video somewhere, and it could be a haul, it could be a Stampin' Up special, stuff like that. All right, so today is card day, and I am having so much fun, y'all, doing these Funfold cards. I always shied away from them. You've probably heard me say that. I've done some like years ago, very simple ones, but I've never gotten into a lot of different. In fact, this is the first time I'm doing this type of card. But yeah, I'm really getting into them. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying these as well. Let me know in the comments if you like the Funfolds. But anyway, this one today I got from a girl, and I think her name on her YouTube channel was UHI Creations, and she only had like 4 or 5 videos, I think, but this one caught my eye because it said easy. And so I looked at hers. I haven't looked at anybody else's. I don't know if she's the only one who does a double. I need to go look, but she did this double wiper card and it said easy, and I just clicked on it. And so all the measurements that I got for this is from her, so thank you for that, because I love this card. I have plans for many more because it was so fun to do. So when you open this, it opens like that. Isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. You need to get into Funfolds if you don't do them, because people really, really enjoy your effort and how cute they are. So I am using today the Pretty Pumpkins bundle. So it is in the mini catalog on page 48. So this is it right here. And they've got some really cute ideas here for you. And so this is what we're using. And this is the stamp set right here. So I'm using pretty much everything except for like 3 things. I'm using this for the front of the card. I'm using this for the inside wiper part, and then this pumpkins and these right here. I'm just not using these 3 right here, but you can use this for a friend card. You can use this for a fall card. You can use it for Thanksgiving. There's so many things you can use this for. And then these are the dies right here, so you can cut out all the pumpkins, plus you have this really pretty pumpkin here that you can cut out all the pumpkins. And also this one right here you can use as just a standalone pumpkin. Cuts out the flowers in the leaves. So you are all set with the bundle. You save 20% when you get the bundle, for those of you who do not know that or who are new. All right, so that's what we're using for this. And then we are also using our layering circles, which are these right here. And I told you a few weeks back, if you follow me, that you have to have these. Even if you're a newbie, you need to have the circles because I use them a ton and they're so, so handy for so much. So I'm using the large one right here, and this is I'm gonna say a 3-inch circle. And then this one right here is like 2 3/4 inch circle. And then I'm also using the scalloped contour dies, which are these right here. This comes in a bundle with a stamp set with these really pretty flowers, but look at that scallop. Love these. And so we are using the 3rd one here, which is this one right here for this card, and that's for the front. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead, and I am so into fall, y'all. I'm so ready. I did if you didn't see my box on Sunday, it was a fall box. I'm so ready. As soon as school starts, I'm ready to start decorating for fall. It's been so hot here in Texas. I'm so ready. It's been humid, and we don't usually have a whole lot of humidity in where I live, but oh my goodness, it's been terrible. All right, so for this, what you need is 2 pieces of basic white. I'm using the thick. I love the thick for especially this card because it's very sturdy. And this is 5.5 by 4. For the wiper parts, you are going to need 2 pieces that are 3/4 inch by 2 inches. And then I did a lot of the cut and emboss work so that I can basically show you how this all works and everything. So I cut one of the large circles out of pumpkin pie, and then I cut the next smaller one that I showed you out of basic white. This is going to layer for a sentiment. And then I cut one basic white of the large and one of the patterned party designer series paper, which is this one right here, and I've showed you this several times. I've used it a ton. All the back sides of this are black and white patterns. They're so pretty, and all the front are so pretty colorful. This is a hostess set. So if you spend $150, you can choose this. It's in the annual catalog. You can choose this as your reward when you spend $150. All right. And then you need to mat the front, and I'm using pumpkin pie for that, and this is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and then I'm using these as borders, so they're 1/2 inch by 4, and I think I did have to trim just a hair off of that, and because they should be 1/2 by 3 7/8. And then this is for the front, where we're doing our sentiment and stamping our little pumpkin flowers on there. And I think that's everything. So let's get started with this. Oh, I already cut my pumpkins out and I colored one. I'm going to show you how I colored one of the pumpkins because I did do a little bit of shadowing here, but it's real easy. So you do need your blends to color this, but I'm not going to color everything because I have the flowers on the front to color, and I don't want you to sit and watch every little thing I do, but I thought these turned out really cute. So I'm going to show you how I did that on this one. All right, let's get started here. So let's first do our stamping and stuff so we can get that out of the way. I am using Memento Black. When you stamp your sentiment, you're going to want to stamp this not perfectly in the center, but a little bit down further, because you want to have some room for your flowers that are going to go around this. And the biggest flower is going to go on the top. So we're going to stamp that. And if you go over, if my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. If you go over the stitching, it doesn't matter. It still looks so pretty. And then we're going to do this one on the bottom. This is the smaller one. And then we are going to color those with our blends. So for this, I'm using light and dark pumpkin pie, light and dark crumb cake, and also I'm using light old olive and light granny apple green. I just like the contrast on the leaves for that. And actually, you don't need the crumb cake for these flowers, but you do for the pumpkins. So I am going to go ahead and color the flower first with the light pumpkin pie. I'm going to go ahead and come and zoom you in so you can see. I know a lot of people like me to zoom in. I just, like I said in many of my videos, I always forget to zoom back out, and then I have to redo my whole video. So that's our little flower. I'm going to use some of the dark on here to add a little bit more character. Give it a little bit of shading. I'm not professional at this, and I'll say that over and over. There's so many other people that are so good at this, but I just like to basically color. Alright, so we're going to use the dark, and I'm just going to like shade some of the areas that are already even shaded on this. I'm just following those lines there. And then we'll do this. And then just the bottom there. And I am going to blend that in just a little on this one to get those sharp angles off. I love the blend gel. It makes things so simple, and they're really pretty. And they're so much less expensive than Copics. I do own Copics, and I started doing that years ago, but it just got too expensive. So the leaves I'm outlining in the old olive, kind of going around the edges. I'm not even going to go around the vines because they're so narrow. I don't want to mess this up. And what did I do here? I forgot to, I made this one. I'm going to go ahead and color over it. We'll just do that. That was supposed to be Old Olive. Although it is a flower, so. And then we're going to use the Granny Apple Green for the center. I just like the contrast that this gave it. And I think that's going to be it. So that's what it looks like. All right, although I did mess that one up, but that's all right. It's going to be cute anyway. All right, so let me zoom out. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to, I'm going to show you how I colored the pumpkins. This way we get this all out of the way. All right, first thing I did was I used the Daffodil Delight, the light. And then I'm going to show you on the big one, I think, because that one will be a little bit easier. And I did just color like in the center here where it would be highlighted. So like the light shining on there, and then I go with the light pumpkin pie. And I'm going to just go around. And if my brush on this side was not messed up, my brush side, I need to order some new blends. I've used these for so long. Actually, the pumpkin pie has been here since it came out, so it's been a few years, and it lasted me that long. So the value on these is so good. And then I'm just going to go over that with the light, because that's still going to shine through. And then I'm going to grab the dark pumpkin pie, and we're going to highlight here. I'm going to do the bottom here. I always go underneath all the leaves because the leaves, it's always darker underneath the leaves, so. And then around that pumpkin too here. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back with the, oh, this one works on this side, the light pumpkin pie. Just go over that area, so you want it to blend really nice. And then the last thing I do is I go back over it with the Daffodil Delight. You can see this one's messed up. And just give it that little area to blend. I'm going to add a little bit of the dark here. I just like all the edges to be blended real good. And then I just continue the same process on all of them. Can you see like the little shadow that it gives there? It's kind of like a little shadow like this one I did. And then see, I did the same on this one, and then the same on this one too. You can go all the way across. You can just leave it in one area, but I kept it all like the light was shining on this side. And then just colored the leaves the same as I colored the leaves on the front of that card. And then I used crumb cake for the stems, the light and dark on there. So that is it. All right. All right, let's get this out of the way and get going with this. So what we're going to do first, we are going to score these two pieces. You're going to score on the 5.5 inch side. And you're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch and 1.5. Oops. Ooh, I almost messed that up. So 3/4 and 1.5. I need to do my little trick on this one. Grab my bone folder. Push that back the other way. You won't see it because it's the side anyway. There you go. That's a little trick that really works pretty well. And you're only doing it on one side, and then we're going to do the other one the same way. We're going to do it at 3/4 and 1.5. All right, now we are going to, that's all our scoring actually. We are going to take these two little wiper pieces, and you are going to need a ruler and a pencil. And what I do here is you're going to put that at 3/4 inch mark. You're going to measure 3/4 and you're going to put a dot there. You're going to do this one too. You're going to do it at 3/4, put a little dot there. So you have little dots on both of these. Can you see that? One there and one there. So you can either just score, or you can draw a line from that point where you just marked to the corner across like that. Do the same thing with this one from that point to the corner, and then we are going to score it. So just use your little scoring tool and score that. Whoops. Score that across there, and then do the same here. I usually don't mark it, but I wanted to show you by marking it. And that's all our scoring on those. So I'm going to erase those marks. They're not going to show either, so it doesn't matter, but I like to erase them anyway. Okay, now what you're going to do is you are going to fold these, and you are going to fold them like Mountain Valley style, like this. Okay, and then this one, same way. One is going to go this way. We are going to go, it's going to go like this. Just like that. And then what you're going to do here now is we are going to fold these on the score mark. Another thing I like to do is make sure they're even with the edge here. So this little edge here is even with that edge right there. Do the same thing with this, and if you scored it right, it should work, it should be even. All right, so we have these two little pieces. I may need to turn one the other way, I'm not sure. We are going to add these to our card here. So what you're going to do, yeah, I'm going to have to turn this one this way. This is going to go this way. I like to leave a tiny bit at the top here. Don't put it all the way to the very top. She did, and I guess you can, but I like to leave that little space right there, and it's only like maybe 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to use my wet glue, and you're going to add it just to this little rectangular section here. And this is going to go here, right in that middle score section. I think it's like 3/4 inch there. All right, so that goes that way. And then the other one we're going to do, I'm going to fold this the opposite, I believe. So we are going to put this one going this way. So again, I'm going to leave a tiny bit at the top there. Now we're going to put this one up, going this way. One is going to be our bottom, and one is going to be our top wiper. So I think this one's going to be our top, this one's going to be our bottom. It's going to go like this. So this little wiper here is going to go inside like that. So I'm turning this the other way because I want one down here and one at the top. And then this one is going to be here. Now, when you look at it like this, you're probably thinking, well, they're sticking out. Yes, they are. But once you put your little circle on there, or whatever you use, you can use a square, a circle, anything that will fit into this area. I like to turn these down and give them a press too. That way it folds really nicely in there. So what we're going to do next is you're going to put adhesive on here. And you want to make sure these edges and this edge are even. So when you put that on, make sure, that's why I like the wet glue, because you can move it. All right, got that? You see what I'm doing here? All right, so then we're going to do the same on this one. And this is the basic part of our card. So you want one at the top here and one on the left. All right, so now when you fold it, they do kind of get stuck there, but it's going to all work out, I guarantee. All right, so I always press it down like that, and then you can see how they're going to pop out. But it works much better when you put something on here, and I think it's the weight of it. All right, what we're going to do now is we are going to glue this one to the top here. And these are going to be the same size. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment on here. And this one says, "So thankful for you." And this is where I added the little leaves, but I didn't cut. I had some left from when I did my project on Sunday. If you didn't see that, I'll link it somewhere here. It was really cute little wreath box, another fall project. And I only have one more left, so I'm going to go ahead and put that one. I guess I'll put it down here. And I'll cut the other ones later, because this is from a different bundle, these little leaves. And like on this one, you can see I have 3 leaves on there. So I'll just finish that later, because I forgot to cut the other leaves out. And then we're going to add this one to this larger pumpkin pie one. And then let's go ahead before we put these. Oh, I'm going to do the pumpkins too. We're using dimensionals for the back of the pumpkin. So yes, you can pop some things up on here. I'm going to use these pieces here because I don't like to waste any of this. So we're just going to use these. And this is going to, I didn't know if it was going to work to pop these up, but it did. So we are popping these little pumpkins up on here. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, I love these pumpkins. We're going to set that aside and we're going to mat the rest of this here. So this is the front. We're going to mat our pumpkin pie piece right here. Into the front. And then I did pop this one up too, so let's go ahead and do that. I believe in dimensionals because if you're going to send this in the mail, if you don't use enough dimensionals, it's going to look flat when it gets to the person. So I really like to add a lot of dimensionals here. And we are going to put this right in the center. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I love this. And then we are going to, I think it's the gingham. I am such a gingham girl. So this is going to go on the top here, and I'm probably going to have to trim that little end because like I said, it should have been 1/2 by 3 7/8, and I think I did it 4. Because this card is 4 by 4, so I was just thinking 4 inches. All right, tuck these little things in here again, and I am going to trim these little side pieces. All right, there we go. Now there's the front. So let's add our little pumpkin here. And you're going to just put adhesive right here. And you want to make sure this is to the left of that. You don't want it hanging way over here. So you want it, and you want it straight. So we're going to put it right there. And then the bottom one is going to be the same. And we're going to put this one, make sure your sentiment is going the right direction. And then we're going to put this one on here. In fact, I like this to be a little bit straighter. There we go. And now, look at that. Give it a little press down, and then look. Look how cute. Oh my gosh. I love this. This is so fun, y'all. You have to give it a try. It's so fun. So there you have it. And you have to make your own little envelope for it because it is 4x4. So that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. It's so much fun to do. If you need any supplies, use my hostess code this month if you spend $50 or more. If you spend $150, don't use it because then you'll lose your rewards from Stamping Up. But if you use it $50 or more, it's one per customer, but I will send you a free gift for placing an order with me. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.